Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest rally trapping video. Today will be part 2 of the rally party where we'll be taking on A7Med, the current Emperor. He wasn't Emperor at the time, but he is currently the Emperor. This is just a little bit of a recap of what happened in yesterday's video. If you want to see yesterday's video, which is part 1, I will leave a link in the description down below or in the top comment. Maybe even like up here, I'll just add a link as well. So what happened yesterday was, first I took a rally offline. I was completely offline, did not get a recorder. They sent range into my range. They didn't full counter me or anything like that, so it wasn't too bad. It was a 2.5 mil rally in my construction gear, but didn't go too bad. The second rally, I decided to actually get countered, so they would send a third rally because the second rally lead wasn't very strong. Let them counter me. This one, I believe I did end up countering it. This guy had 11k hero, so wasn't going to let him counter me. So I full countered him. At this point, I now have 3 of their leaders, so obviously they were looking to free their leaders as well. So they sent in one of their stronger leads here. He is a mythic champ Titan, not quite max account, but I would say a Titan. He has 3 11k heroes, 500 artifact stars, max castle stars. They decided to try and do a mix rally, to use my real gear for this one. Obviously, it was probably a smart idea. They only did 1.2 mil, pretty easy. There's quite a bit of tier 5 in the rally. A little bit heavier of a 424 sort of thing, or heavier inf in the 424. And then what was going on after that? Then, yeah, actually after that, A7Med decided to show up. So A7Med actually migrated in to hit me here. So he was not in their guild. Apparently, since I had 4 of their leaders, they decided to call in a big hitter like A7Med here to come and free the leader. If you guys don't know, A7Med is the current Emperor. He just wasn't Emperor at this current time. Again, this was a month ago, I think. I haven't posted videos in a while, so some of these videos are at least a month old, but this was a month ago, so he wasn't the Emperor. He's currently the Emperor, but his account was still not any weaker. He still had 700 plus artifact stars, almost 140 blessed, all that stuff. You will see how fast the carpets are. This was right after the new thing where you get 75% carpets, so he decided to use all of them here. Like, oh my god, did you see how fast that thing jumped? It basically was like a full bar, then it was just like poof. There went the bar, just went doof. I was just like, oh, okay, I guess I'm just not going to counter that. Yeah, that was incredibly fast carpets. Was not expecting that. Unfortunately, he did actually catch me and ended up full countering me here. You can see, yeah, he sent a 2.5 mil infantry blast into my range, and that one hurt quite a bit. So I was like, oh, okay. Ouchie. I was actually expecting a mix. So I was expecting a 424 mix, and I was in range. So I decided after that, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should send in Cav just to start off, because the marches, it looks either like a mix or an inf march, just based on how fast the marches are coming in. So I wasn't 100% sure, and in this situation it was an infantry one, and they carpeted way too fast for me to counter that, unfortunately. So yeah, anyways, they also Grim Reapered me. So you can see his infantry set here. I have no idea what his infantry set is, because he has those shadow signals on every single infantry piece, it looks like, for whatever reason. Doesn't want me seeing his infantry set. Either it's really good or really bad. I'm going with the really good one based on his account. So I ended up just gemming up some tier 2 range again before the next rally, because he decided to set on me right away after that one. Obviously took out most of my range frontline. Again, they kind of know what my comp is at this point, because I'm not running an anti most of the time, so they knew I only had like 20 million troops, so they decided to go in for another one after that, obviously. But I was able to actually just gem up a front line again in between. So that's one of the things I do. I don't run full infirmaries. I usually run like mostly manners just so I can build troops between rallies, and they can just keep trying to hit me, but I'll just keep rebuilding my front line. As long as they don't burn me, I will have a front line for the next rally, and it's the same thing in this situation. So here I'm just going to be getting ready to pop the attack boost. Making sure I'm in the right talents and stuff like that would be nice too, because I'm pretty sure, again, he's either going in for mix this one, just based on march speeds. You can kind of tell what they're sending. They're probably not sending range or cav based on how slow they are. So you're either thinking mix or infantry. So I'm going to sit in cav to start off in this one, and they're not going to go any slower on these carpets, unfortunately. You see this here, and just boom, 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 and it's already hit me. Yeah, I did. Thankfully, I actually didn't get the swap off because I shouldn't be switching the range in that situation. I should have been switching to infantry, just based on the comp they sent. But cav was okay. It probably wasn't the best front line since he sent it in infantry. You'll see this on their thing. Another 2.5 mil. He did 2.5 mil from that mix attack. Again, it was a heavier kind of like 622, something like that, 533 or 532, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's a heavier mix infantry blast. Ended up taking it in cav, which wasn't too bad. Infantry, I think, would have been better since he sent it in infantry formation, just because it's just better to do it that way, I would assume. From all the mixed attacks I've taken, it's better that one to take in infantry. Just so you can take out the infantry and the cav, because the range is in the back line, so it will be hitting your cav front line the whole time, which you probably don't want. Anyway, so the next one is going to be ABO Ali Mott. So Ali Mott's going to be coming in here. He's also really strong. He's definitely not A7Med strong, but he's definitely top tier rally lead / Titan strong. So we'll be taking one more mix attack from him. Unfortunately for him, he is not as strong as A7Med here. So I'm going to be popping, I don't know why I popped a 70% boost here. This is kind of stupid. Anyways, it's a mix one. This won't do very much damage compared to A7Med, so I'm not really worried about that one. Not sure I popped a 70. I don't know. I think after those A7Med hits, I was just like, I better pop the attack boost, but I really didn't need to pop a 70. 50 would have been, actually, I probably didn't even need a 50 for this guy, but anyways, you'll see how much damage he did. He did, what was it? Did less, obviously, A7Med. He didn't send a 2.5 either, so there's A7Med there. Nice trapping there. Shout out to him. A7Med's pretty cool, so actually got to talk to him for a bit as well. One guy was asking me if I was going to migrate. I'm like, why would I migrate? I want to take these until I burn, pretty much. It's so much more fun taking rallies than not taking rallies. So you can see his gear. He's got good mythic champ. He's got tempered 12s, just not full tempered 12. It was a 424 pretty much on that one. Range is a good formation for 424 as long as your wall is down. I think my wall was down on this one. I hope it was. Usually I ask for someone to break my wall if that's not the case, but let's take a look here. Oh yeah, that was another attack here. I'm not sure why I didn't have that one saved. What was the other one? Yeah, that was all them, and then A7Med, and then the last one was Abo as well. Now we'll take a look at all the reports here at the end, just to see what's going on. You can see I do have 6 of their leads. A7Med did go back to his kingdom after he got capped. Again, they did call him to the kingdom to actually rally me twice, and then he went back home because he's not actually in MOG. I believe he's an AR or something like that normally. So anyways, you can see here is Abo Ali's there. He's got quite a bit of artifact stars and blessed and all that. Decent account, but not a max account, so not going to do a lot to this account. Probably a 1.2 is what I'm expecting usually from these top tier accounts who aren't max accounts. A7Med, obviously, a much stronger. He's got 139 blessed at this point, 1185 levels, 702 stars, all tempered 12 on his artifacts. This was like a 522 / 633. I don't know, whatever you want to. I don't know what kind of blast you want to call it. It's heavy imp mix attack. Again, imp formation is better against this one, just because, especially if they're hitting him in infantry formation, the range is in the back line. So if you're in cav, the range will be hitting your cav pretty much the whole time. Where if you're in infantry, you can take out the infant cav pretty quickly, and then it's just range hitting your infantry. You won't take much damage. So I would have took quite a bit less damage if I took that one in infantry than cav, but it doesn't matter. I capped both of them. Was totally fine. This was the only the one that hurt the most. Yeah, do not get what's called countered by A7Med. It hurts quite a bit, especially when you're running a small comp. If I had a bigger comp, I would have had more troop damage and it would have been as bad. But Obviously, when I'm running a small comp, it does hurt quite a bit. This guy was quite strong as well. This was more of a 4-2-4 with a little bit more infantry in there. Again, he has 311k heroes. This was Richard, right? Yeah, Richard YH. Then Mog NHR. This was one of the guys. Actually, we ended up rallying this guy after and burning him. Again, I actually countered this one because he did have 11k hero, and I wasn't going to let him counter me. And they weren't carpeting at this point, so it wasn't too bad. It was only when A7Med came in. I think he's the one with the 75% carpets, because these guys did not have those. It was only when he was here that all of a sudden the rally was going, like, zooming in there with 75s. Again, this was right around the time where you're doing the pay-to-play, whatever thing is. And this is the first guy, actually. This guy is the one who actually sent a 2.5 against me while I was offline. Again, I was not online. I guess they tried to bamboozle me, but I wasn't online, so the bamboozle did nothing, and they just hit range on range, and I was in my construction gear, so did a decent amount of damage. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed these rallies. I will have some more videos coming out soon. Have a ton of clips saved up. I just haven't had time to make videos. I was still doing clips and stuff while I was studying, like recording just some rallies, but I didn't have time to actually make a video. So now that I have time, I will put them all out. So a bunch of videos are coming out soon, and a lot of these are from like 2-piece like emperors and stuff like that, max accounts, all that stuff, like most of them. I swear there's just a bunch of max accounts nowadays. There's no low tier leads, there's all max accounts. Only the people I cap are max accounts. I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.